Praise the name of the Lord. Welcome to Honorable Vessels. My name is Jacqueline Kansi Memrindwa. We're going to learn about living a worthwhile legacy. As we journey through life, we go through all the stages. We are children, we are youths, then we become adults. And the time comes and we leave this life. We go back to our Father. When this time comes, a legacy is what we leave behind. We should therefore make it worthwhile because that's what we are remembered for. As a parent, as a guardian, as a child, because we don't know when we go back to the Father. It's not that we all have to live up to 100 and then go back to the Father. Anytime we can be called home, or anytime Jesus can come for his church. So we must build our legacy and start now, no matter what age we are. What is that thing that we want to be remembered for? Do we want to be remembered as someone who helped the needy, who cared for those that had no one to speak for them? Think about it. A worthwhile legacy is a lasting, positive, valuable impact an individual leaves behind. It's intangible. It's an intangible influence that benefits many generations and is not necessarily material wealth. It is how we made other people feel and the wisdom we passed down to them. Material wealth is part of legacy because it can help you and I bring out the values that we have. Sometimes you have values and you can't implement them unless you have material wealth. But there are also values that you do not need material wealth for you to be able to hand them down to the next generation. So while material possessions can help us bring out the values in us, does not inform us living a worthwhile legacy per se. As fathers, as mothers, as guardians, as God's people, a worthwhile legacy is the residue of a life well lived. Someone can look at the end of our lives and they're like, this was a life well lived. So fathers are called to be priests, prophets, providers, promoters, protectors. And I don't know where you're at as a father in playing all these roles. And in case you haven't started building a worthwhile legacy, it's not too late. Please work on it. Mothers are nurturers. Mothers are helpers. They help in implementing the roles of the husband, but they also have their roles as nurturers. And some of them have actually taken up the fivefold responsibility of fathers and have taken care of their children, where their fathers are not. They are normal, or some, for one reason or the other, are absent. So as we carry out these roles, how prepared are we? Do we live with bearing in mind that we are here for a time and we are not sure of how long that time is? And then we prepare ourselves for those things that we want to be remembered for. And do we even ever hold conversations of when we are normal, what we want to be done? Just as if to carry on the legacy of that which we started. Proverbs 13:22 says, a good person leaves an inheritance for their children's children. Those are grandchildren. But a sinner's wealth is stored up for the righteous. The word of the Lord. So as we even accumulate wealth that we want to hand over to our loved ones, can we make sure that it is preserved in such a way that it can get to our children's children and even beyond? Because we have learned that the sinner's wealth is stored up for the righteous. These are some of the do's of a worthwhile legacy. A good name. A person of integrity. A good name is a great inheritance to your children and grandchildren. They can benefit from your name even when you're long gone. Your name can open doors for them. And the reverse is also true. Proverbs 22:1 says, "A good name is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver or gold." A rich man can die, and all they are known for is their riches. But a poor man can die, a poor man who has lived a straight life, who has left a worthwhile legacy, and they will be remembered for their good name. A good name is anchored in righteousness. Isaiah 54:14 says, "In righteousness you will be established, and tyranny will be far from you. You will have nothing to fear, terror will be far removed. It will not come near you." The word of the Lord. A good name, a righteous man, a righteous woman. And Psalm 37:25 says, "I was young and now I'm old, but I've never seen the righteous forsaken or their children begging bread." You'd rather be righteous than amass wealth that will affect your children, because we have seen that the righteous are never forsaken and their children will never beg for bread. That is what the word of the Lord says. Friends, your righteousness, my righteousness, outlives me. It outlives you. And it will affect your children. If you will not do it for any other person, please do it for your children and those that will come after them. A worthwhile legacy. As you build your worthwhile legacy, you want to use what you own to help those in need. Because Proverbs 19:17 says that when we help the poor, we lend to the Lord and we will be blessed. Impact as many lives as you can. Financially, spiritually, share your faith. Share the wisdom you have acquired over the years with the younger generation. If possible, record your testimony. Write a book. Leave a worthwhile legacy. Let someone read your life long after you're gone and they can still be impacted. Help communities. Be involved in activities in your community. Help materially, physically, intellectually. Be there to help as you build your legacy. Put your house in order, because our days are determined. Job 14:5 says, "Our days are determined. He has decreed the number of our months and has set limits we cannot exceed." I don't know my limit. You don't know your limit. The best thing for you to do is to number your days. As we read in Psalm 90:12, "Teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom." So a heart of wisdom, when you gain a heart of wisdom, you live each day as though it's your last day. So you put your house in order day in, day out. You prepare for when you're not there. What happens? Trust in God. Gain understanding, because when you trust in God, we are not, these things don't catch us unawares. Psalm 49 verse 13 says, "This is the fate of those who trust in themselves and of their followers who approve their sayings. They are like sheep and are destined to die. Death will be their shepherd. But the upright will prevail over them in the morning. Their forms will decay in the grave, far from their princely mansions." And verse 20 says, "People who have wealth but lack understanding are like the beasts that perish." We do not want to be like the beasts that perish because we lack understanding. Gain understanding. Trust in the Lord. Friends, truth be told, a time comes when we go back home. How prepared are we for that time? How transparent are we with our family members? Do they know what we own, for instance? Do they know how we want the property that we have acquired to be treated while we are long gone? Do they know, or you're just leaving that to guesswork? I believe there are many titles, unclaimed titles in banks that people put there for maybe to get a loan or just for security reasons. They just put their titles in the bank for the bank to keep. They never wrote anywhere that their titles were in the bank. And their family members are looking for the titles and they can't find them. There's money in banks, unclaimed money in banks, because no one is there to claim the money. Why? Because these people did not prepare for when they would be gone. How can we avoid this? How can we avoid leaving our families hanging in not knowing what to do next? Make a will. Have a will. If you don't know how to make one, consult your lawyer. They'll help you make one. And some people say, I'm still accumulating wealth. Let me first finish accumulating this wealth. Let me finish giving birth so I can distribute my estate properly to my children when everyone has arrived. But you do not know what tomorrow holds. Woe unto you. Make a will. If you have another child, well and good, you add something which we call a codicil. If you acquire more property, add a codicil and talk about that property. Other than you not having a will and leaving your family hanging in the balance in the event that God calls you home, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. Contribute towards charity, support causes, help make a difference in people's lives. And even when you are gone, you can still donate to charity. I have seen people who have given land, given property to churches, to schools, and their legacy lives on. Actually, some of those schools are called after them and named after them because they donated land. Contribute. Leave an inheritance to your children. Job did in Job 42:15. He left an inheritance to his sons and also his daughters. Don't forget the daughters, they are usually left out sometimes. Pronounce your values and how you want them to be passed on generations. I have details of how I want my funeral time to be handled, and I am yet to put everything in order. But don't leave people to chance. People imagine, where would they want to be buried? Where did he want? Was it here? Oh no, it's in the other land. No, it's here where he has developed. It's where he hasn't developed. So they are arguing. They don't know. You've left them hanging in the balance. The don'ts of living a worthwhile legacy. Avoid being dishonest. While you're walking in this life, avoid being dishonest, because dishonest money dwindles. It just dwindles. You will look for it and you will not see it. Proverbs 13:11 talks about that. Dishonest money dwindles away, but whoever gathers money little by little makes it grow. You gather your money little by little, but let it be blessed so that you can live and no one is quarreling over what you have left. It will benefit those that it's meant to benefit. Avoid being caught unawares. Spiritually, have you given your life to Jesus, for instance? If you haven't, what are you waiting for? Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Give your life to Jesus. Make sure you're spiritually covered so that when you sleep and don't wake up, you know where you'll find yourself. You are sure that you're going to heaven. If you haven't given your life to Jesus, your life is at an eternal risk, and that risk is eternal because it takes you to hell. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world yet forfeit their soul? Surely what? Avoid all this. Avoid anything that is going to tamper with your legacy. Build your legacy from the beginning, as a child, as a youth, as an adult, as an elder, until you get out of this life. And when everyone looks back at your life, and even you who has gone, you feel like, I've lived a good life. I have left a worthwhile and not a worthless legacy. Because truth be told, you can actually leave a legacy that is not worthwhile. Think about your life, the good you have done, the mistakes you have made, and course correct. you can course correct. You still have a chance. It's still possible to leave a worthwhile legacy. Whether you're young or old, please work on your legacy and make sure you leave a worthwhile legacy. God bless you. Please do not forget to follow us, share, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Be blessed.